January and February 2026 didn't just drop new TV shows, they dropped addictions. Some of these series start strong and never let go, and a few came out of nowhere and shocked everyone. We're talking episode 1 hooks, late-night binges, and just one more episode lies. Power games, wild mysteries, grounded superhero stories, and worlds so immersive you forget what day it is. In this video, I'm counting down the top 10 new TV series you should be watching right now. Not hype picks, just the ones that actually deliver. A couple will surprise you, and one is already splitting fans hard. Stick till the end, because the #1 show is not the one everyone's talking about. Let's jump in. Starting strong at number 10, Young Sherlock. And no, this is not the calm, pipe-smoking genius you're used to. This is Sherlock before the legend, angry, reckless, broke, and one bad decision away from ruining his life. Directed by Guy Ritchie, the show drops us into 1870s Oxford with fast cuts, chaotic energy, and zero patience for slow storytelling. Sherlock gets framed for murder, and suddenly, this isn't about proving how smart he is, it's about staying out of prison. And here's the fun part. You can see the detective forming in real time. The bad instincts, the risky deductions, the mistakes he'll never make again. The action hits harder than you expect. The fights are raw. The mysteries move fast. And just when you think it's a simple case, boom, it explodes into a globe-spanning conspiracy. The casting absolutely sells it. This messy, arrogant kid, you buy that he grows into the Sherlock we all know. If you like smart mysteries with style, speed, and attitude, this one's a must-watch. And from Victorian chaos, we jump next into a modern-day murder that cracks open a secret community hiding something much bigger. At number 9, Paradise is back, and it's already lying to you. Season 1 hooked us with a murder tied to a former president inside a perfect, secret community. Season 2, it starts tearing that illusion apart. Sterling K. Brown returns as Xavier Collins, a Secret Service agent unraveling as he digs into a cover-up with consequences way bigger than one death. And Sinatra, played by Julianne Nicholson, is calm, controlled, and absolutely terrifying when order is threatened. If you know Dan Fogelman, you know the vibe. Emotional hits, time jumps, and twists that flip everything you thought you understood. Every answer creates more questions, and you'll be theorizing all night about what's really going on. And if this hidden paradise felt suffocating, next up, romance turns into a lockdown nightmare you won't escape. Number 8, 56 Days. And this one is quietly terrifying. Oliver and Sierra meet in a Dublin supermarket right as COVID hits. They click instantly. Lockdown starts. And after one date, they decide to move in together. 56 days later, police find a decomposing body inside that apartment. One of them is dead. The question is, who's telling the truth and who's rewriting the story? What makes this chilling is the isolation. No friends checking in, no family. No one even knew they lived together. You're trapped in that apartment with them, watching attraction turn into suspicion, then paranoia. Every look feels loaded. It's a smart psychological thriller that turns lockdown into a pressure cooker. And speaking of lies, next up, a journalist and a detective clash over a murder, and someone is definitely not being honest. At number 7, His and Hers is a he-said-she-said thriller that'll make you question everything. Anna is a journalist living in Atlanta, isolated and fading away from her career until she hears about a murder in her sleepy hometown of Dahlonega. She snaps back to life and dives into the investigation. But here's where it gets interesting. Detective Jack Harper is suspicious of her involvement. Is she investigating the murder, or is she somehow connected to it? The brilliance of this show is the dual perspective. Every episode shows both sides, his version and her version, and they don't line up. Someone is lying, and you're constantly trying to figure out who. The acting is phenomenal. The tension between Anna and Jack is electric. Are they allies? Enemies? Something more complicated? It's twisty, it's atmospheric, and just when you think you figured it out, they hit you with another revelation that changes everything. From dark mysteries to heartfelt healing, next up is a comedy that'll make you laugh and cry, all in the same breath. At number 6, Shrinking returns for Season 3, and it's still the most heartfelt show on TV. Jason Segel and Harrison Ford are back, navigating grief, growth, and the messy reality of being human. Jimmy's still processing his wife's death while being a dad and therapist, and Paul's Parkinson's is getting worse. This season gets deep. Paul's having hallucinations, Jimmy's still meeting Louis on park benches for life talks, and Alice is facing a huge decision about her future. Does she accept that scholarship and leave her loved ones behind? But it's not all heavy. The humor is still sharp and genuine. Brian and Charlie are preparing for their baby. Liz is dealing with her son moving back home, and the whole crew is as chaotic and lovable as ever. What makes Shrinking special is how it balances comedy and drama so perfectly. One moment you're laughing at their banter, the next you're tearing up at Paul and Julie's impromptu wedding in Jimmy's backyard. It's about healing, friendship, and learning that it's okay to not be okay. This show just gets it. From emotional therapy to superhero antics, Marvel's bringing us a hero who's juggling auditions and saving the world. At number 5, Wonder Man brings Marvel magic back to Disney Plus with a totally fresh vibe. Simon Williams is a struggling actor trying to land his dream role while hiding the fact that he has superpowers. It's like the marvelous Mrs. Maisel meets the Avengers. Hollywood dreams collide with superhero reality. What's so fun about this show is the grounded approach. Simon's not fighting cosmic threats. He's dealing with auditions, rejections, and trying to live a normal life while secretly being super strong. But there's a shady government agent who's befriending him for his own agenda. The espionage angle adds a layer of intrigue that keeps you guessing about who to trust. The Marvel Spotlight banner means this is more character-driven and intimate than the big team-up shows. It's quirky, it's charming, and it's got that indie feel while still being connected to the MCU. Plus, the Hollywood satire is spot on. The behind-the-scenes look at the acting world is hilarious and surprisingly insightful. From Hollywood to monster mayhem, Godzilla and Kong are teaming up, and you won't believe what they're fighting. At number 4, Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2 brings Titan-sized chaos. Season 1 introduced us to the world after Godzilla and the Titans went public, following one family's connection to Monarch. But Season 2, they're unleashing something called Titan X, a terrifying sea monster that might be humanity's biggest threat yet. And here's the kicker. Kate might have accidentally let this thing out. The guilt, the stakes, the danger, it's all dialed up to 11. But the best part? Lee Shaw wants to use both King Kong and Godzilla to fight Titan X. Can you imagine? The ultimate monster team-up to save the world. We're also getting more flashbacks to the 1960s with younger Lee, Keiko, and Bill Randa. The dual timeline storytelling from Season 1 is back, and it's leading directly into Lee Shaw's upcoming spin-off series. The monster action is spectacular. The scale, the destruction, the sheer epicness of watching these titans clash, it's everything a kaiju fan could want. From giant monsters to government conspiracies, next up, one phone call changes everything for an FBI agent. At number 3, The Night Agent is back with its most dangerous season yet. Peter Sutherland is no longer that low-level FBI agent manning a phone in the White House basement. He's evolved into a full-blown action hero navigating conspiracy after conspiracy. Season 3 throws him into an even more complex web of lies and betrayal. The mole at the highest levels of government, that was just the beginning. Now the stakes are global and trust is a luxury he can't afford. The action sequences are insane. This show knows how to deliver pulse-pounding chases, brutal fights, and edge-of-your-seat tension that never lets up. What keeps this show working is the perfect balance between character development and non-stop thrills. You actually care about Peter and Rose, which makes every dangerous moment hit harder. The conspiracy keeps expanding, and just when you think Peter's figured it out, they pull the rug out from under him again. It's addictive, it's smart, and it's impossible to stop watching. From modern espionage to Regency romance, Bridgerton is back, and this time it's a Cinderella story. At number 2, Bridgerton returns with Benedict's love story, and it's swoon-worthy. Benedict Bridgerton, the eternal bachelor, finally gets his season, and it's a classic Cinderella tale. He falls for a mysterious woman at a masquerade ball who turns out to be a lady's maid in disguise. The class divide adds so much tension. Can their love survive society's rules? Will her secret be discovered? The forbidden romance angle is delicious. The masquerade ball scenes are stunning. The costumes, the mystery, the chemistry. It's peak Bridgerton magic. And watching Benedict, the artistic free spirit, fall completely head over heels is absolutely charming. What makes this season special is how it tackles class and social expectations while still delivering all the romance, drama, and scandal we love. It's Jane Austen meets fairy tale, and it works. Plus, the Bridgerton family chaos is back. The banter, the meddling, the love, it's all here, and it's as delightful as ever. And now, we're heading to Westeros for the fantasy epic that's taken the crown as our number 1. And the number 1 new series of early 2026 is A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, and Westeros has never looked better. Set a century before Game of Thrones, this series follows Sir Duncan the Tall and his squire Egg as they wander through Westeros when the Targaryen dynasty still rules and dragons are still remembered. What makes this different from House of the Dragon? This is an adventure story. It's about friendship, honor, and 2 unlikely heroes facing dangerous enemies and great destinies together. Duncan is a young, naive, but incredibly brave knight, and Egg is his diminutive squire. But their bond is the heart of this show. It's wholesome, it's genuine, and it's a refreshing change from the backstabbing politics we usually see in Westeros. The world building is gorgeous. Seeing the Seven Kingdoms during Targaryen rule, when dragons were still a recent memory, adds so much richness to the lore we already know. The action is fantastic, the characters are compelling, and the exploration of honor and friendship in a brutal world is beautifully done. It's everything Game of Thrones fans have been craving: adventure, heart, and a Westeros that feels alive. That's why it's our number 1. And there you have it, the top 10 new TV series from January and February 2026. So what are you binge watching right now? Which show are you most excited about? Drop your favorites in the comments. I want to know what's got you hooked. And if this list helped you find your next obsession, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching and happy binging, everyone!